Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Let's Play Pixelmon from the Pixelmon Let's Go server. My name is Dave and I'll be your host for this episode, as always. In today's episode, we'll go back to something that we haven't done in a while, catching pokes. We'll work a little bit on the Pokedex. Before that, quickly an update on how things are going in the base. Currently, I got an egg here that is from our Pseudo Wudo. It'll be another Bonsly since we want to sell those in our shop. Little shop update. I am still out of resources to make the film for the camera, so I gotta go mining. I'm also really low on Pokeballs and such because I'm low on iron. This is the only iron that I have left, I think, thereabouts. So I gotta go mining for that as well. And I want to find the clear belt, so I gotta find dungeons for that. Which means I'll probably do a live stream later today? Question mark. Where I am just going mining, looking for dungeons and such. And picking up iron because I'll need it. For future catching pokes purposes and, well, catching legendary purposes for finishing our shop and such. Now to the breeding, that thing over there. I've gotten more trapinges. I think 2 of them had perfect IVs, but not the nature going along with that. So I switched things around there a little bit, but was still working on the second perfect trapinge. The one for Kason that he'll get for the perfect Chimchar that we got off him. Actually, we got 2, I think, from him. Yeah, once we get that, we can go ahead and read the Empoleons, the Peplups, and then I guess that's all I'm gonna do for Team WD-40. I think. Maybe. I might hit up Wells for the Litwick. Now, do you remember that early on when Wells was just joining? You may remember early on when Wells was just joining the server, he needed an item from me. I forgot which one it was. Either an Everstone or a Destiny Knot. But he got that from me and he said he'll give me a poke for free. I gotta hit him up on that. Maybe we can get our Litwick for free. Well, not really for free, but in exchange of the favor from some time ago. Now, 2 things that we want to do today. I said we want to get some pokes, so we'll walk a bit more on the Pokedex. The Pokedex for 2nd gen is coming along mighty fine, I would say. There are not too many pokes in the 2nd gen. I think, yeah, this is where it stops at 251. We are all the way up to here, to 202. So we only have to fill these gaps before we actually really need the Lugia and the Ho-Oh to go along with our finishing 1 season at the time. The next poke comes after Wobbuffet and after Pinnacle. This is just an evolution. This is a Gliscor. Was it Gliscor? Either it's Gliscor or it's evolution, or it's pre-evolution. I don't remember which one was called Gliscor. Yeah, apparently I don't have one of those. So we'll go and get that. What's the time of day? Ooh. Quickly gotta go to a place. I don't have good well, I have a few good Pokeballs. So somebody suggested a Pokemon for our metal team. I'm not gonna reveal what it is right away, but when I read the suggestion, I knew it had to happen. If you are on my Discord server, you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, not the most common Pokemon, I would say. But yeah, the first Pokemon I think we need is a Girafarig. I never know how to pronounce that poke. There it is. So we'll have a look if we can find one of those. They do spawn in the savannah, so we can get that pretty easy, I would say. Alright, somewhere around here should maybe get our poke. We got a Litwick. Yeah, I guess it's a normal color Litwick. The flame was so bright. Wasn't sure. Ah! Wants to fight me. Go away. You're not the Poke I'm here for. I think we missed our chance here. There's another Litwick. This is not a good spawning platform. It's too small. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think we missed our chance. Alright. So to catching the pokes, as I said, first one is Giraffaric, then the evolution of the Pinnacle. We have the Pinnacle. And then this is the Gliscor. So these three Pokemon are the ones that I had a look at before. These are the ones that we'll walk on first. Now, I don't remember where the Gliscor spawns. Was it in a biome like this? I think it spawns in swamps, right? Aha, Gligar is the poke that we actually want to catch. Gliscor is the evolution, and yes, it spawns indeed in swamps. So, and at all the times of the day, so we can go ahead and catch it. I don't think we have all the birds just yet. There's several colors that these come in. The Oricorios. We have a few of them now. That's a berry bush. But not all. I should probably have a look at how many colors there are and how many we have. It's too bad. Alright, first off, getting the Giraffaric and training our Pinnacle. The savannah at nighttime, this is where we could find our first poke, the Giraffaric. That is still a thing. We're next to Nebriz's love temple of love and dittos, where he cleared out this big section for pokes to spawn. And it's super useful if you actually need something from here. I just realized if we fight Honages, we can get iron from that and aluminum too. So I'll probably kill all of those while I'm here. Also training the Pinnacle. Has been a while since we saw Pinnacle, so I guess before we evolve it. This is Pinnacle, a pinecone. If you didn't get that from the name, it's a pinecone. And it will evolve into a poke that I am not sure I have seen before. So here's a little Dave anecdote about Pinnacle. The German name of it is Tanza. So before I knew that this Pokemon exists, me and a friend, we were messing around with creating our own Pokemon game, right? We weren't programming anything, we weren't just coming up with concepts and Pokemon and drawing a crude map and stuff like that. We were in, I don't know, 7th grade or something like that, so not something that actually would have turned into a real game, but that's what we were doing at the time. And often I was just walking through the park or something, and I was thinking of ways how to make a Pokemon. And I saw a pinecone, which in German we call Tannenzapfen. And I was like, hey, that could be a Pokemon. We'll take one of those and we call it Tanza. My buddy was like, yeah, right, that's a good idea. Later it then turned out that, yeah, that's actually a Pokemon, and it is exactly the way I described it to him, with exactly the name that I gave him. And he thought I knew that, and then I was making a joke. But no, I actually was that stupid. It is getting daytime, which means we didn't get our Giraffaric. I'll try another night. Get some more of this stuff. That's actually not that bad. Not that bad of our iron source, I feel like. Of course, it was exactly one more poke to fight for our Pinnacle to actually evolve. I had a look at what the evolution of this poke looks like, and turns out, of course I know that. I've seen that a bunch of times. Look at that. That's a pretty well-known poke, isn't it? Back in Steel type, I think that's actually not that bad. Autotomize. I don't know how to pronounce that. Interesting. It knows Protect, it knows Tackle, Payback, and Mirror Shot. Interesting. This is not something we use in tournaments on the server, so I guess no. We can teach it that again. But that's actually kind of a cool poke, isn't it? We might use that at some point in a team. Why not? I do think that's kind of a cool combination. I mean, probably not the best combination, but oh, it's really weak against fire, isn't it? There might be more of that. Of those weaknesses. Bug is a really weak type usually. But I think Bug is very effective against Dark type pokes, which often I don't have anything against. In the department of being very effective, so might still be a good choice. Still no Giraffaric, by the way. As you could have imagined, I would have shown you that by now, if there was one. There was none. What do you mean this took over an hour to spawn one measly Giraffaric after I thought these are super common and after I honestly thought I had caught one before because I think they look really cool? Yeah, that took quite a while. Well, I'm telling you, I have had plenty of time to edit all of the other footage in this episode. Like, well, the stuff that you have seen before, the rest is not recorded yet. Hasty nature. Not a good nature. Yeah, then watch videos and do things on Twitter and then my Discord server and such. Wow, that honestly took quite a while. I had a look at the IVs, by the way, of Forest Stress, and they are pretty bad. Let's see how Giraffaric is. Not that we will use it for anything. Yeah, pretty bad. So the last few days, I thought maybe I should use Twitter a little bit more than I have, and I'm not sure I get Twitter. What do you do on Twitter? I mean, some of the tweets are kind of interesting. Like, you read something interesting that somebody has posted, and then you have a look at the comments, and then you see a bit of a discussion, and that's interesting. But most of the time, I don't get Twitter. I mean, I don't get most social medias, really. Like, I don't know. Why do people use Twitter? I usually use Twitter nowadays for the same reason I used to use Facebook. To get information about bands. Really. If they are in the recording studio or if something new is coming up or stuff like that, right? If the band is announcing a tour or things. That's what I use Twitter for. And, well, the same for content creators. Maybe, like, Beef posted the one tweet about his upcoming, or, well, what was an upcoming Minecraft video with somebody in the thumbnail that, ooh, who would have known who that is in the thumbnail, right? He blurred it out, nobody knew, except people caught on the fact that the person in the thumbnail only was wearing boots as armor. Who would do that, right? But yeah, those kind of things is what I use Twitter for. But what would I actually do on there? Dual Ghost Tower XP Grinder. If I remember right, there is a swamp surrounding this place, and the swamp is where we want to go. For the Gligar. Apparently they spawn at all the time. In the air, I think it's... no, I'm not sure. We'll have a look around. We want a Gligar, and then we'll probably evolve it into a Gliscor as well. I think Gliscor is actually a pretty good poke. So we might catch more than one. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, look. That's an Alolan Grimer, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Grimer. It's not the Muck. Interesting. It's the first one I've seen out in the wild. I got mine from Beef. Should we catch it? I mean, why not, right? We could probably sell the Alolan Grimers. Although they are apparently pretty easy to get from fishing. I mean, wouldn't hurt, right? Having a few in stock. I still haven't decided on the prices for the pokes that I want to have. I want to sell them for. I was thinking something along the lines of like 10k maybe. But like 10k Poké Dollars. I'm not sure if we should charge anything else. Maybe we should charge iron. Actually. Well, I don't know. It would be nice to have a steady income of iron, but it's not like we're gonna sell Pokemon on a consistent basis, right? We'll sell them once, and then people have them, And then we don't sell anything anymore. So we'll see what we'll do with that. That's a Murkrow. So, Gliscor. Or Gligar. Where does one spawn? I don't know. That's Subat. That's another Subat. That's another Grimer. It's another Subat. What is Subat that is? That's an a Crobat. Xbat in German, I'm pretty sure. Drowsy. That's a voice I haven't heard in a while. Gulpin. Do we have one of those? I think that's a trash Pokemon. Not thrash, but trash. Oh, I got it. Nice. I wasn't sure if we have one of those yet. I feel like we did catch one before. Did I ever get this thing? Probably have, right? Oh, I didn't. In Bug Gym. Interesting. Huh, weird. I really thought I already got all of these, but apparently not. There are so many in this area, it's hard to keep track of where you've been before and where not. Not quite the poke I was looking for, but one I'll be happy to fight. Legendary Latias boss. Always nice to fight bosses for their loot. We'll send out our Glade to do Hypnosis. It does stored power, didn't do too much. Hypnosis, it has fallen asleep. Now we send out Venusaur. Now that it's fallen asleep. I didn't want to risk Venusaur actually getting hurt because I think Latias can do a lot of damage to our Venusaur. That's a lot of damage, and I didn't bring my flex tape. So I thought I'll have it fall asleep with our Glade. Thinking that our Glade probably won't deal too much damage. Bam. You didn't hear the explosion. But I think that Petal Dance will do quite a number on this poke. It did not. That was the wrong decision. Okay, never mind then. Probably could have figured that out. I mean, that was alright, and we didn't take too much damage, so that's nice. But I think maybe Tyranitar would be a good choice here. Didn't take damage from that. Stone Edge. There you go. Finally, Tyranitar was useful again. Bam. There we go. Even grew a level. Got a Splash Plate and another Dragon Scale. I have a lot of Dragon Scale. Can probably put them all together and make like a Dragon Scale armor for myself. That would be cool. Not sure what that would give me, but I think that would be pretty cool. Psyduck. Psy. I like Psyduck. I'm not quite sure why. I like Psyduck. Psyduck. So I had a look at when Gligar actually spawns, and on the top right of the wiki page, it gives you like an overview of the things that you need to know. And it says it spawns during dawn, day, dusk, and night, with night being in like bold letters. And I thought that would mean it will spawn at, well, dawn, dusk, day, night, you know. Just like that. The flying poke. But then I had a look at the table, right? The spawning conditions, with spawning biomes and stuff like that. And there it says afternoon, which is probably somewhere around now. So I guess the time I spent in here so far, we didn't actually had a chance of getting one. Interestingly enough. I don't see one so far. But I guess now is the time where we can actually find one of those. Do we have a bird like that? I feel like we do. Or do you think that's the evolution of Ducklet, maybe? I'm not sure. I feel like it might. Are you a shiny or are you just... Okay. You're just oozing out gases. I thought it might be the sparkle animation of a shiny, but it is not. Alright, let's find ourselves a Gligar. Well, looks like that actually worked out. And Gligar actually wants to fight me. Well, it looks like I actually have pokes on me to catch pokes with. So, let's do Hypnosis. It has fallen asleep. Let's do a false swipe. It is down to 1 HP. And let's throw an Ultra Ball. Look at how prepared I am. I really only have my laid out for fighting the Latias boss, but still. Turned out pretty well, I guess. Hypnosis. And let's catch it. And there we go. We caught it. Now, as I said, Gliscor I think is actually a pretty strong poke, so we might have a look in the future at getting a good one. Wouldn't necessarily say that that's our goal for now. It has Hyper Cutter, which I'm not sure if that's anything interesting. I think hidden ability is immunity. I don't know what that does, but that would be the hidden ability, so we didn't get that. It's a gentle nature, which is not good. It's a runt, so nothing interesting. Okay. Sure. Why not? To evolve this poke, technically we don't need to evolve it now for our Pokedex. That, I think, Gliscor is in later Pokedex, maybe? Not quite sure. Oh, that's one of those pokes. Solosis. We need to give Gliscor a certain item that I don't have on me. Forgot which one it is. And then we have to level it up during nighttime. We can do that probably in any biome. There's another one. Let's catch it, because why not? Gligar! This is actually kind of cool. You know, for a poison poke, you don't look too poisonous. Let's see if the second Gligar even, that we caught, is any better than the first one. First off, let's have a look at its stats. It's a lowly nature, so attack is boosted. That's at least something. Defense is down, but that's not nice. IVs 6. Have a look. And it's, I think, slightly better than the other one. So let's evolve that one. It needs, or rather it wants, a Razor Fang. I'm pretty sure I have. I just don't know where. See, I have one of these for held items. Ha! Grip Claw. Where would... Not a Dragon Scale? What do those look like? I'm pretty sure I have them. Somewhere. I found some claws, found a Dragon Fang, I found a lot of things, but not the one thing that we need. I am pretty sure I have that though. Man, that's so weird. I'll have a look at what Pokemon drop these, and I guess we'll just go ahead and go get one somewhere. I mean, we can probably buy one from Tilted or from Nebris, but I guess first things first, we should check out our tower, see if we have one there. Doesn't look like we have one here either. Alright then, and look on the wiki, seeing which pokes can drop a the claw that we need of Pi. I actually forgot the name already. I know what it looks like now, so that's good. Apparently, Crobat can drop those with a 50% chance of actually dropping them. That's pretty good, so we'll have to kill either one or two and then we should have one. On average. So that'll be easy. We actually saw that in the not desert, in the swamp. There were a bunch of Crobat spawning. We'll just go back to there and see if we can find a few. Apparently also Gliscor can drop those, but if we find a Gliscor, we'll probably just catch the Gliscor and not evolve our Gligar to get the Gliscor, right? So yeah, let's see if we can find something. So I just got another one, another Gligar. Let's have a look. We can find a Crobat. A Crobat shouldn't be too hard to find. This one is lax nature. Again, not a good nature. This one is small and has a Sand Veil ability. Oh yeah, what ability did that one have? Also Sand Veil. No immunity. I'm not sure if that's actually a good thing or not. But it's one that we have now. That's a tiny Krogunk. That's a tiny Krogunk. That's kind of funny. Oh, hey, there's a Gloom that wants to fight us. Hey, Thanks for the money. So, Crobat. Please? Nothing flying spawns. How comes? There were a lot before. Last time we were here. You see any? Sigh. I found a Zubat. And another Zubat. And then one of those. That's a mega... thing. I forgot the name. We fought one of these before. Actually, the first one we fought, I think Sten kept for us around. The Mega Swampert. Let's see what this one will give us. Battle Dance! Super Mega, very effective, learns U-turn. Ooh, that's a good attack to know. Instead of Harden, sure. Oh, U-turn. That's a good attack to know. Maybe instead of Sand attack. Awesome, when we get a Super Repel. Don't think I've ever used a Repel in this game. Oh wow, that's a lot. One of those is a boss. I don't see a Crobat amongst them though. Pretty sure that's all just Zubat. Right? I think so. The Golbat is pretty easy to spot amongst the Zubats, but the Crobat again kind of looks like Zubat, right? I'll probably change my mind on that as soon as I see one. Here, let's... Oh. That's the wrong thing. Let's fly through it. See if there's a Crobat amongst them. No, I think that's only... Zubats. Zubat. Zubat. Found the Golbat. Step in the right direction from the Zubat, but not far enough, I don't think. Let's fight it anyway. Just to see what happens. And yeah. Ah, come on, that was such a good throw. Dang it. Back and here. Oh. Starting fights mid-air is pretty hard. I thought the hitbox of it would be a little lower. I guess it's not. Hit it, payday. See if we get anything good from it. Nope. Only almost dying. Okay. Almost death is what we got from that. Any good bats? Don't think so. All Zubat, right? Zubat, Zubat, Zubat. Come on, Crobat. At least one of them wants to spawn, right? A whole lot of nope is what I'm seeing. I just realized how sometimes they have a lot of the same pokes clumping up like in one spot. I think I just figured out why. I mean, I'm pretty sure people know that already, but entities that are moving in Pixelmon, at some point when they get too far away from a player, they start moving extremely slow. Like, these look like they're not moving at all, but they're probably moving slightly. Well, actually, maybe they're not moving at all. Kind of like the minecarts. So you have a lot of pokes spawning and they fly in the same direction. Because for some reason all the flying pokes are flying in the same direction. But then when they get too far away from the player, they just stop. And that's why they're accumulating there. Huh. That does make sense in my opinion. Makes sense in my head. And the Golbat. No Crobats though. Oh. I fought a lot of Megas. I have seen a lot of Zubats. I have not seen a single Crobat. I have not seen anything else that can drop the item that we want. Except, like, outside from Crobat and Gliscor, there's one more poke, the Pyroar, that can drop it. The Pyroar is the evolution of Litleo. Litleo, we have seen a whole bunch spawns in the savannah at our place quite often. Don't think I've ever seen the evolution of it, like the one that we need. Ultra Necrosium Z, that's the fourth one, I think. Yeah, the Pyroar, I don't think I've ever seen one of those out in the wild. So, that's not really a thing. I know I've seen Crobats before out in the wild. Pretty sure we saw one this episode. Not when I was around to actually catch it, though. So, I guess we'll just ignore the evolution of Gligar for now, because the next poke is the one after Steelix. I don't know when Gliscor actually comes in the Pokedex. We'll see when that's happening. It's not the next one we need, though. We'll continue through here in one of the future episodes. As I said, I probably maybe stream today. Have a look out on that on twitch.tv /Dave Overload is where it would happen. If it happens, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stream, but I don't want to say 100% because you never know what might happen. You never know. If I do, then resource gathering, and then we'll see what we do next episode. But for now, this is the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you check back with me next time. Next episode, video, stream, whatever it will be. And until then, see ya.